Alright everyone, this video is going to be kind of serious, but I'm probably going to edit it in a lighthearted way because these are heavy topics. So, as I said in the previous recording, I don't even know if I'll post or not because it kind of went off topic in it. I had to get a wellness check on a family friend today because they were a danger to themselves and having a mental health emergency. And I kind of wanted, since I have been a crisis counselor for crisis hotline before, kind of realized when I was trying to talk to our mutual friends to get information about them, people don't really know what to do in these situations. They're like, huh? You want to not be alive? Why? They don't know when they have to call for help. They don't know the warning signs. They don't know what it looks like. And I went through training to know that. And I aced that training. I mean, it was a few years ago, but I didn't go to school either, but I figured, people should know at least the basics of how to save a life when someone's having a mental health emergency. So, I'm going to start with what is known as the ladder up risk assessment. I feel like that is the most important thing when it comes to saving someone's life, is you need to determine how much of a danger to themselves or others they are. For example, the bottom of the ladder is that they're having thoughts of wanting to not be alive anymore, okay? And then the top of the ladder is that they have a plan and they are actively carrying out that plan and hurting themselves and or have already done it and in the process of leaving this life, And all the other steps are in between that. And you need to figure out when to draw the line of when somebody is actually a threat to themselves and is actually going to do something, and when they just need someone to talk to and need help. And a lot of the ways where I draw the line is if they want help or not, sometimes even. Say your friend comes to you, they say they've been down, they feel like they want to not be alive anymore, okay? You ask them, if they're okay, if, what they've been thinking of, and if what they've been thinking of ends up having, actual sense instead of, I just don't want to be here. Instead, they're like, well, I'm going to do this, this, and this to not be here. That's another step up on the ladder. My neighbor's yelling at their dog. Anyways, that's another step up on the ladder that's closer to being in complete emergency situation. You need to be able to look at the ladder rungs and steps. You should look it up too if you're really curious. I can't say I'm doing the best job at explaining this, but you gotta be able to guess based on your friend the likelihood of them hurting themselves. If, based on what they're telling you, it seems very likely that they are either very soon going to hurt themselves, as in they have a plan, they have a timeline, they have the means to do it, etc., you need to call 911. You need to get their location, first and last name, call a wellness check. Okay? If they're actively hurting themselves and they're actively in the process of it, don't break down. You got to just call 911, give them all the information you have for their location, phone number, first name, last name, birthday, age, family members, anyone else in the situation, how they're hurting themselves, etc. You need to have that information. So that's just the basics, but I think maybe in the future I'll make more information about it. Like, I might make a whole in-depth series, and I might straight up train whoever watches these videos to essentially be a crisis counselor for those around them. Because, like, it's a huge problem. The whole unaliving thing, like, is huge. It's, like, endemic in society. Like, a lot of people, especially young people, don't want to be here anymore. They don't. And they are struggling a lot, and they feel alone. And no one seems to know what to even do to help them, you know? Like, it's frustrating for me, because I feel like I'm the only one who's not, like, officially a counselor, at least in my circle, who knows anything about this. And basically everyone I know who's my age, almost, not literally, but a vast majority of people I know my age have struggled with this and have attempted to do this, and no one stepped up for them. No one called for help. No one even batted an eye at them. And this needs to change. We need more empathy. We do. And I want to help bring that. I'm going to move this over more. I'm going to help try to get you guys the tools you need to help people in emergencies like this, okay? Like, things need to change. We can't just sit here and watch our friends and loved ones and even just random people on the street just drop like flies because nobody pays attention to anyone's mental health anymore. No one asks each other how they're doing or if they're okay and actually wants to know what the heck is going on. Like, this is a problem. Okay. Oh, there's a spider crawling on my phone on the inside. He's a pretty spider. Let me see if I can video him without him getting scared. Don't mind the dog hair. I have a hairy dog. He's out of focus, but he's moving. I'll try to focus him. He's in there somewhere. Yeah, there he is. Really pretty spider. I don't know what type of spider he is or if he can possibly harm me, but I don't care. He's obviously not intending to harm me. You know, let me try to focus on him. It won't focus on him. Keeps wanting to focus on the plants. There he is. He's all scared. Anyways. Life sucks. And we're like isolating each other, dude. Like, whoop, there he goes. There he goes. There he goes. We're coming right back towards my phone. Like, life sucks. Okay? And we're isolating each other, and that's not good. Oh, you're coming right towards me, bro. Yeah. And a lot of people do unhealthy things. They turn towards harmful substances and abuse them. Like, it's not great. It's not. And we have a huge mental health crisis. I feel like the whole addiction crisis is actually tied into the mental health thing. And there's just not enough out there, you know? There's not enough help for the various issues people have. It's still kind of cookie cutter, the help. I mean, it still helps. It's better than nothing. But it's not like super helpful for everyone, if that makes any sense. Like, it was never helpful for me. It just always felt like a band-aid, and nothing ever fixed me. They just threw meds at me and isolated me from my family. But in emergency situations, being somewhere where people are trying to help you is better than not being where people are going to try and help you, and then being in your current situation and feeling alone. Okay? So it's not ideal. Yeah, but it's still better than nothing. is still a great thing. It's a resource. It's help. That's what I'm trying to say. It's just the problem is it's all kind of cookie cutter. But hopefully it expands and there becomes more help. So when the breeze picks up in your life and you start flying around like these little pieces of grass, maybe, just maybe, someone will come and protect you and hold you up. Like my apparently wrinkly fingers because I'm sweating, because I'm laying in the sun. I hope that in the future that our kids don't have to suffer like us. I hope that we can make a safer place for those blades of grass that struggle in the wind, so they can stand tall and proud, just like all the others, instead of struggling in the wind or being, torn apart or straight up removed from existence. We don't want that. We want to combat that. So, please, be more caring. It doesn't matter if the person even seems like they have problems. Just be nice to everyone. Because a lot of the problems that happen in our brain aren't physical, like blades of grass in the wind. Can you tell me how this blade of grass feels when I touch it? You can't see if it's got any neurons or consciousness or anything like that. You can't see if I am okay or not just by a glance. Because I look fine. I look like a flippin' bodybuilder. Okay? But here I am with a spazzed out back, hardly able to brush my hair this morning because of anxiety. So please, when you ask someone how they're doing, mean it. Ask them how they're really doing and tell them that you're willing to listen. And at least listen, if not try to help. And at least understand and don't dismiss how they feel. Okay? It's like we all need to go and take social classes because we're all on our phones too much, bro. Does that make any sense? Anyways, I'm gonna end this video and probably post it soon. Just know that if you're struggling and it feels like it's never gonna end, and the best way out and the only way out is to not be here anymore, I want you to know, it may not feel like it, because in this day and age we suck at communicating it. There's people that care. And bro, it's not that they don't care. And most of the time, I don't think they even know what to do. I don't think they even know how to comprehend what you're going through. Which leaves for a not great situation. Just please, if you are struggling, if you don't want to be here, please seek professional help. Not just doctors and meds. Go get counseling or psychological help as well. Try to figure out what's going on in your brain, what caused what's happening. And I know it's not fair, and I know it's difficult, but it is so much better than turning off your light in this world. So much better. I promise you, turning off your light makes the world a darker place. And from what I've learned, the people that hurt the most, unfortunately, they are the people that generally shine the brightest, especially when things start to look up for them. So please, hang in there. Take care of yourself. And know that you are loved. And if no one on this earth really does love you, you're still loved. Like, who do you think put you here on this earth? Chance? Fate? I think it was God, in my opinion. He so loved the world that he gave his son for us. But that's just me getting all Christian and preachy, because, you know, God is why I'm here. He saved me. He met me where I was when everyone else betrayed me. And sometimes when you're alone, something like that, a little hope to grab onto, means the world. So just regardless, know that you are loved. And every time I see on the news that someone ends themselves and snuffs their light out, a part of me dies with them. So, even if you think no one physically on this planet loves you, you can cling to the fact that I do. Just because you're here and alive is enough for me to love you. Enough for me to want you to stay here. And please, if you or your loved one feels this way, please get them help or help yourself. Even if you don't feel like you deserve it, I promise you, you deserve it. And you deserve so much more than what we even have available to help. Sending hugs to all of you. And I might attach some bloopers to the end of this video to make it more fun. Alright. See ya. Life gets hard. But the harder it is, the brighter you shine. Okay, hi, it's me. I wanted to, editing me, I guess. I'm at the editing station, my husband's computer. I wanted to add this clip to the video I'm currently editing about, like, keeping people alive and stuff. I just wanted to admit that literally yesterday I was struggling in a similar way as my friend was today. I can't say I was in as much danger as him because of the risk assessment thing, but I definitely needed someone to talk to. And my husband was at work, and I don't have very many friends. I lost them all when I moved across the country to make things work with my husband, and I just moved back, and they don't care. So just figured I'd share that, and that's one of the reasons why I started this channel. It's one of the things that tie me down and keep me here and not somewhere else. I would show my face, but I'd like to still be able to live my normal life. You know, if this channel blows up, I want to still be able to do everything and not really be noticed, because leaving the house is tough for me. I don't want, like, crowds of people following me around or coming to my small town I live in and crowding the streets just because I'm here, you know? In fact, I'm thinking of leaving this town again to go live in the wilderness and, like, homestead in the future, because I feel like I can't provide for my family. I'm just playing with this. And, like, because I can't really leave the house much. I can't keep down a job, so why not try to save for some property and at least provide some food for my family, because I love animals and I'm not horrible at gardening, though I don't know much about it. And I would go more into depth in what was going on yesterday, but whatever it was, it is so stressful. I'm not even wearing my ring. Wow. That this side of my back, which is why I'm holding my phone with it, because it kind of holds still. This side of my shoulder, all down my arm, all up my neck, all down my back, all the way to almost my leg, is spazzing out because I have just been that stressed. And it's just that hard. That's why I only moved this shoulder, because I don't want to move it. Any movement I do is excruciating. And I can't take very many pain meds because of some of the anxiety meds I take. Especially can't take the pain meds that'll actually do something about it. So I've just been stretching and using heat, and it's not getting better. It's still getting worse. It's been a couple days. Sometimes it just peaks in a day and slowly goes away, but this time it's just sticking around. It's annoying because my husband was at work today because he works a lot because I can't. And I was home alone, even though I'm living with my parents right now. And I realized that my back was spazzing. I could hardly get out of bed. It took me 2 hours to get dressed. And I couldn't really do my hair, so I just tried to pull it back in a ponytail. It really hurt a lot. And when I lay on the bed, on the heating pad, I need help to get out of bed. So it is a stress thing. And I mean, I had to rescue one of my friends today and basically rescue myself yesterday after falling back after 5 years of being okay and having a car and just about to get a job. It's tough, and like people in my family are getting sick and passing away right now too. And I recently had my third miscarriage in a row, and like just figured I would show you that life is hard for me too. Okay, dog, you just made a weird noise. What'd you do? She's licking herself. Are you good, dog? Viva, come here. Viva, come here. She's just looking at me. She doesn't want to come here. She just made a little squeaking noise. Oh. Hi, Togo. Hi. And the bed's not made, even though I don't work and stay home all day. And there's clothes everywhere. And the laundry hasn't been done for 2 weeks because you think I could fold laundry? I could hardly get myself dressed this morning. It took me 2 hours to get dressed. And I told my dog about it, and he decided to break out and run around the neighborhood to play with himself today. I don't know if he was being bad or if he actually, cared, because he never breaks out. And he just did that today. And he didn't do anything particularly bad. He was just playing with the neighbor dogs. So, I mean, he's a good boy. And Vela's making funky noises and licking herself. I really hope that she didn't spray, because she's got little anal gland issues, and I hope she didn't dribble that all over my nice comforter back there. Because she's licking that area. Right, Togo. And Togo doesn't have problems with his butt glands. And he's leaning on me so hard that he's turning my chair a little bit. And don't mind my dad singing. He's practicing. He's in a band. A cover band. I hope I don't get copyright claimed because of his cover band singing in the background, but... Alright. I think I've talked enough on this subject. And yes, I still put on my jewelry because I fiddle with this when I'm nervous, and I feel like this just shows how unique I am. Because, it's a little edgy, but then I wear, more not edgy clothes. And I combine it. It's this kind of thing. But anyways, peace.